Hello, hello, everyone. If you're here and you'd like a reading, just message in the chat and I'll add you to the list. We're doing free readings this evening for me, wherever you are in the world. If anyone wanted to get a free tarot reading or oracle reading, just drop your name in the chat and we're going to start with a list. We got a pretty big list last time. We were on for about an hour and a half, so I'm not sure how quickly it's going to build up this time, so you may just want to go ahead and get your name on the list as soon as possible so that you don't have to wait. Hello, Cheryl. Hey, thanks, girl. How are you? Would you like a reading? I'm doing really good today. It's been a really awesome day. Just really relaxed. Last time I got on a little bit later. I think it was like, because I'm on the East Coast in the States, and I think it was like almost 9 o'clock. And as soon as I got on, there was like so many people coming in, and so I'm just wondering if maybe now people are just like starting to get off of work, or it's a little bit slower right now. But so if you wanted to get on the list, I would go ahead and do that now because I'm just not sure how busy it's going to get here soon. Oh, good. I'm glad. Did you want a reading? And thanks for the subscribe. Hi, Ida. Okay, Cheryl, we'll start with you. Ida, I have you on my list, dear. If you want a question, if you have a question, I'd be happy to answer it for you. Just let me know, okay? All right. So Cheryl. Hi, G. Thanks, Cheryl. Okay, so Cheryl, we're going to start with your question. What are they thinking, feeling, my crush, Denver? Your crush, Denver, what's their next move towards me? Okay, so we're going to ask, how is your crush feeling about you? And we'll see. We want to leave it an open-ended question. So we want to see what their next move is going to be towards you, but we want to see like how they're feeling, what the energy is surrounding that. So that's what we're going to go with. Thanks, Cheryl. All right, so let's see. Cheryl and her crush, Amber, what are they feeling towards Cheryl? What is Cheryl's crush feeling towards Cheryl? Okay, so Cheryl, this one's for you. Um, right now, I believe you said the crush's name is Denver. I believe that's the name. Um, feeling very. This is Four of Cups is someone feeling very um, apathetic. So someone who's kind of like despondent, kind of in low spirits, not really interested in anything. Not saying that they're not interested in you per se, but they're just not really interested in anything in life at the moment. Um, I feel like in a way they're not interested in possibly dating at the moment, but I do feel like they want to have these feelings because Knight of Cups is someone who wants that romance, someone who wants to be that Prince Charming. The Knight of Cups is someone who is very, it's like that archetype of that romance, that knight in shining armor of the tarot deck. So it's someone who wants to be doting and give flowers and take you on like dates and just be like wear their heart on their sleeve and just be very vulnerable. They're just in love with the idea of love. So I feel like deep down subconsciously Denver really wants that. It's just at the moment feeling kind of torn. Two of Swords feels like they have a decision to make about something and they're feeling kind of torn about two different things. The Six of Cups is when we're kind of reminiscing about the past, things of the past, feeling kind of nostalgic and looking at the past, not really looking at the future. So I'm not sure if they're feeling kind of if heartbroken about things that have happened in the past, or maybe they're trying to work through some past traumas or issues, or maybe just like past trying to do some shadow work or some kind of like introspection and self healing. Because we do have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords energy is someone who's trying to gain some perspective. It's someone who's been through a lot and they're kind of cold with their feelings. It's someone who when they express themselves, it seems emotionless. It seems as if they don't really care, but they do. It's just when they express themselves, they're just very matter of fact. They're very blunt because they speak the truth. And they just want to make sure that they are very honest with about how they come across. This is about someone who's been through a lot of things in the past, so they want to make sure that when they communicate, it comes across very effective, very honest, very truthful. And so I almost feel like this crush has been through something in the past and they're just trying to navigate that and get back to this Knight of Cups energy. But when asking about the feelings for you, I do see here they do see you as someone very beautiful, very divine feminine. This is a very seductress type of energy. Someone who is, it's like the epitome of like the divine feminine, someone very just luxurious, curvaceous. Like, I mean, even if you aren't a curvy type of woman, but just it's almost like just when you think of just the epitome of what it is to be a woman, someone who has who gives birth, someone who helps someone grow. So it almost feel like here he might feel like you're someone who can maybe help them grow. You know what I mean? So I feel like they definitely look at you as someone who's just this very divine goddess being, someone who's very just, I don't know how else to explain it, just this very beautiful fertility divine woman. And they want to be this stable person. They want to be this emperor. They want to provide stability and security, and they want to feel very secure within themselves. The emperor here is a Aries energy. They want to just be like, because Aries energy is the first sign of the zodiac. So they want to feel like they can just be that alpha male and just really just they're trying to work towards that energy here, and with the Eight of Pentacles they're putting in that work. So I almost feel like Denver is trying to get to that place where they can feel like they're that equal for this type of person. So when I ask for the feelings, I feel like this is how Denver sees you, just not there yet. And they're trying to work towards being that equal partner. So I hope that helps answers your question. We're gonna, I do though, I feel called, Cheryl, real quick to get a couple oracle, and then we'll move on to the next. I just want to get some advice cards here, Whispers of Love, because I feel like this was we went in kind of deep here for Denver. Hi, Rose. All right, some Whispers of Love here, guidance for Cheryl. So we have miracles and blessings. Everything has a gift. So I feel like it's just telling you that there's divine timing in this. And you just have to give Denver a little bit of space to kind of work through what they're going through right now. I think what's coming to me right now is just Denver wants to they see you as someone, like I said, very divine, and they just want to make sure that they're adding value to someone's life when they're going to be in their next relationship, and they want to make sure that they're worthy of that kind of connection. And then we have a message for you. You are limitless. You can do anything you choose. So that was just a message for you, which I think is really beautiful here. It's a picture with a unicorn, and it's just basically saying that, and I feel like this is a very big manifesting card as well. So I'm not sure if that applies to any other aspect of your life, but if there's something that you're working towards, like a project of some sort, or if there's a job you're going for, or if there's something that you're wanting to manifest, like I said, in life, this is a sign here to say to go ahead and go for it. So I hope that helped. You're welcome, Cheryl. All right, so next on my list I have Ida, I believe, or Ida. I'm not sure how that's how you pronounce it, but are you here? That was a Ida Etimad. Came in and out pretty quick, so I'm not sure if they're still here or not. All right, G Soho, go ahead with your question, please. Cheryl, by the way, I love when you call me beautiful. It makes me feel really good. How will you meet the soulmate coming towards you in love? Any advice? How will you meet them? Okay. How will you meet them? Okay, got it. Soulmate coming towards. Yes, ma'am, Amanda. Rose, we have you on the list. Don't worry. Hi, Harmony. We'll add you. So after Rose, we have Amanda C. And then we have Harmony. So I have Dr. Asma Vikar, and then I have Rose, and then I have Amanda C. and Harmony, I believe. Cheryl, do you want me to make you a moderator? All right, Cheryl, thank you. I'm going to make you a moderator right now. Okay. Thanks, girl. All right, so for you, Gi Soho, you have a couple blockages that I can see. There's some things going on that are blocking you from meeting your soulmate. So I'm pulling out my Angels of Abundance Oracle to try to figure out what those blockages are. So give me a second here. All right, so we have a lot going on for you here, Yi. We have the devil. So the devil is basically it's your shadow self or your dark side. It's the things that are stopping you from being your best self possible. So things like addiction, bad habits, negative thought patterns, materialism, codependencies, just anything that you can think of right now that are just blocking you from being your best self, toxic traits. So the things that are stopping you from being your best self and the things that are you're coming to your mind right now, the first things that are coming to your mind, that's what I'm talking about. So you are going to meet your soulmate after you release these things. Now, I'm not trying to guilt you or shame you or anything like that, but there's a lot of growing and a lot of healing that needs to come right now. So we have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is all about values and beliefs and things that how you identify things like traditions and things like that. So the feelings that I get from there's a couple different things. One, you could meet your soulmate at through family, through traditions, through even like at a wedding or something, because sometimes the Hierophant can signify like weddings or through like family traditions and things like that. So it could be that's how you meet your soulmate. But the Hierophant can also signify patterns and like things that need to be broken. So sometimes we carry on the burdens of our family and the karmic patterns of our family that we need to break, and the bad habits that our families have taught us that get passed down from generation to generation to generation. And we carry that burden, and it's almost like we need to break those habits. So I feel like if there's been something that's passed on to you that you don't want to carry anymore, you need to release this, because this is when you're going to come into and find your soulmate. You need to do that work. The Eight of Pentacles is when you put in the work, you put in the effort to work on yourself, or work on something that you can be proud of. It's where you put in the quality effort towards something. And how do you do this? With being the Hermit. The Hermit is where you do a lot of introspective work. It's where you do a lot of isolation. You're by yourself. You're spending time alone. You are really digging deep and doing that shadow work and really trying to figure out, who am I? What do I want out of life? What kind of soulmate do I want? You can even take the time to do some manifestation things and write down the qualities that you want in a soulmate. What kind of partner are they? Are they loving? Are they nurturing? Are they an equal partner to you? Are they doting? Are they physically affectionate towards you, or are they verbally affectionate? What is their love language? Like, what kind of person are they? Um, and also do the internal work to heal yourself as well. So that way you can raise your vibration and you can attract this person into your life. Because the only way to find that soulmate and find that person that you want is to become that equal vibration, to become that person that that person would want to be with. And that is how you get your Ace of Cups. That is how you get your new love. Because Ace of Cups is all about new beginnings in love. And it's about overflowing emotions and overwhelming emotions. It's about that new spark, that new moment that when you meet somebody and your eyes meet, and it's just like that promise and that offer from the universe of new love. But before you do that, you really do have to let go, Six of Swords, of what no longer serves you anymore. So it's almost like cleaning house is what I'm getting for you, and that's when you will meet your soulmate. You just have to let go of these energies that are no longer serving you anymore. We have declutter. You'll feel more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. So like I said, clean house. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. So take from that what resonates. For me personally, it felt like more energetic cleaning, but it could also be physical cleaning as well. We have pay yourself first. Make yourself most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. So what it's saying is this loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and your future. So what it's saying is if you feel like you're struggling with money right now, invest in yourself by putting money aside so that way you never have to worry about money, that this is a form of self-care. And then a windfall of abundance is saying that an increase of abundance is arriving in different forms, some of them expected and some of them unexpected. Some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving. So this is again manifestation. This is again understanding the universe wants to provide to you if you're open and willing to receive. And then it says this is a time for healing. This is the balsamic moon. So this again ties in very nicely with what we have going on here. There's some things deep down, I think you know what I'm talking about, that need to be healed. So that's what I have for you, and I hope that that helped. I do see a soulmate. I do see someone coming in for you. But I just feel like there's some internal work and some things that you've got to work through. And not only that, but at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Nine of Wands. So that's the overall energy here, is the Nine of Wands is someone who's been through a lot of hurt, a lot of pain. They've really been through it. And man, they've got their wall up. They've got their defenses, their guard up. And, you know, this is their last test of faith, their last stretch of resilience here. And what this card is saying is just keep going, still believe in love, still have that faith. I know that you have some wounds, you have some scars, but it's a time for healing for you right now. So I hope that helps. So we'll move on to the next one. We have Dr. Asma Fikar. What is the divine message for you? Okay, we've got it. Give me just a second here. And if you guys could subscribe if you like your reading today, and don't forget that donations do skip the line. So if you donate, just put it in the chat and let us know, and I'll check either my Venmo, my Cash App, or my PayPal, and you will be next on the list. You'll skip ahead. Thank you. I actually got this for my birthday recently. My boyfriend got it for me. It's so beautiful. I wish I could show it to you all laid out. I'm probably going to do some tarot readings at some point, you know, with my face showing. And I'll probably have it behind me, so you guys could probably see a little bit more of it. All right. Dr. Asma Fikar, what is the divine message for me? Divine message, please. All right, so I'm gonna try to sort through this here. There's a lot of source energy here, so depending on, what you believe as far as, your religion, um, we have a lot of creator energy here. So when I say that, I mean like whatever creator you believe in, source, universe, God. We have Tiger's Eye. We have a message here: be self-confidence through God confidence. Believe in yourself by believing that God is working through you. So like I said, whatever it is that you believe, just know that you have that confidence because you were created to believe in that, to believe in yourself because you are being worked through by God. And then we have ready to love again. This is actually a message. I have had this deck for a long time. I don't really ever see this come out, so I really feel like this is a message you need to hear. Ready to love again. You've healed from past enough to open your heart to new love. So that is a very, very powerful message here. It's important for you to know that if love is what you're looking for, if it's a new relationship, if you're currently in a relationship but you're looking for maybe just like a rejuvenation, or you're just ready for like I'm trying to find the words. You're wanting that relationship to kind of have like a new lease on that relationship. You're looking for it to kind of just renew itself, refresh itself. It's basically saying that that can happen. And that you've healed enough for that to happen. Busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. So sometimes when we're avoiding deeper issues about things, we busy ourselves with things that we shouldn't be busying ourselves with. So what it's saying is if there's anything that you need to address, subconsciously sometimes you'll do other things that you need to not do, and you actually need to address the issue that's going on. So pay attention to those things and address the things that need to be addressed if it's something that, is going to later on snowball into something bigger. And then we have look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Powerful. Mirror what is triggering you. This is kind of reminding me of the calcite message here. Busy times and multitasking, and pay attention to what it is that you need to be addressing and assess what it is you need to be addressing. As well as these are crystal messages. So tiger's eye, tanzanite, and calcite. If you like crystals, those are 3 crystals that are saying would be good crystals for you to get if that's something that you like. We also have Anna, grandmother of Jesus. So again, I'm not sure what religion you have, but seeding the light, laying foundations, and divine plan is the main message here. That if you are working towards a goal, if you're working towards a project, or there's something that's of importance to you, that you are being divinely guided, you are being supported by the universe to continue on this path, that you are being guided and supported, that you have your own spirit guides, that you have your own spiritual team that is rooting for you and saying, continue this, lay those foundations, continue putting that seed in, see the light. This is a divine plan. So I feel like that's a message that you needed to hear, and I just wanted to let you know. The Ace of Pentacles is all about new opportunities. So if you feel like you've been stuck, or if anything's been stagnant, this is to let you know, see things from a new perspective, because there is a new offer coming in for you. So I hope that you know what that's in regards to. A lot of times when it's the Pentacles, it has to do with finances and career, job opportunities, things like that. So there is a new offer coming in for you. The Queen of Pentacles Queen of Swords is all about truth. It's all about knowledge. It's all about intellect, communication. So I feel like that has to do with the new offer coming in. It's going to come in pretty quickly because the Knight of Swords is a very fast energy. So there's some kind of offer coming in here for you as well, which is a message from Spirit to let you know. I think it has to do with career, finances, a job, money, something of that sort. But it has to do with just, if you've been feeling stagnant, that as long as you're seeing things from a new perspective, this opportunity is going to come in for you, and it's going to be pretty quick, and that there will be communication surrounding this. So that's what I'm seeing for you. There was a lot of mixed energy there, but I feel like there was a lot of different things that you needed to hear. All right, so Rose, you are next. What's your question? While you're typing your question, I'm going to go grab a drink. Yeah, Kiki, you can be added. Cheryl, I think I'm going to go ahead and close the list after Kiki because my boyfriend gets off pretty soon and he's going to want the living room back to play his video games. So, and we've got quite the list still. So after Kiki, I'm going to go ahead and close the list. All right, Rose, what is Caleb currently thinking about our situation? Okay. Okay, so for you, Rose, the Wheel of Fortune is always a good card to come up. The Wheel of Fortune is all about luck. It's all about having luck on your side, and it's all about having like divine timing. Um, so I feel like there's still hope for you guys. Um, I just feel like there's some things going on with karma and life cycles here that maybe possibly you guys are just kind of going through like a karmic moment, or that maybe you guys have made an agreement to kind of teach each other some lessons in this lifetime, that maybe you guys are karmic partners possibly. He's the King of Pentacles energy, I believe, in this reading. The King of Pentacles is also Earth energy. So this is Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. I'm not sure if that's his sign. It could be. But this is somebody who's pretty stable, usually very slow moving. Somebody who takes his time with things, very methodical, and maybe not very expressive with their emotions necessarily. Somebody who, maybe you're just like, come on, let's hurry up, get with it, like tell me how you feel kind of thing. And they're just like not very quick to express these things. But when they're sure about something and they've made a decision about something and they've made their mind up about something, they're very loyal and they're very true. So I think that maybe there's a lot going on in his mind right now that he's still trying to figure out exactly how he feels, because we have the Two of Staves. So the Two of Staves is when someone's making a decision about two things, and they have the world in their hands. So basically that it almost like the ball is in their court pretty much. I don't know if that's how you feel, but I kind of feel like you maybe feel like he's the one making the decision about the situation. So that's kind of how I'm feeling with the Two of Staves here. But there is Ace of Wands, which is about a new spark of passion, a new spark of creativity. It could even be a new spark of love, but it's usually about lust and passion and, embers burning and that fire. And, it's about that new passion coming in. So I do feel like there's still chemistry there, that he's still attracted. We do have the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is someone who's very sociable. She's like a social butterfly. So who knows? This may be you. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries doesn't have to be those signs, but it is a fire sign. So this is someone who pretty much gets what she wants, maybe why uh, he is attracted to you. But this is someone who is very, like I said, social butterfly, very charming, very warm, very determined, just has a light about them. And so I feel like they still have that attraction, that draw, that magnetism towards that about you. Um, but whatever it is, yes, yeah, whatever it is that's been going on though, it's feeling kind of like a burden. I'm not sure what's going on between the two of you, but it's caused some pain, it's caused some hurt, it's caused some walls to be built up, a guard to be built up. There's some burden here, almost like a heavy load. Things feel kind of heavy between the two of you. Not that it's something you can't come back from. I'm not feeling, because I'm clairsentient, so I can feel energies. This doesn't feel like it's not something you guys can't come back from or anything like that. But it does feel kind of heavy. It kind of feels like you guys have been through it, but it could make you stronger. You know what I mean? It could be one of those things where it's just like, okay, we've been through this, but maybe it could make us stronger. Because, like I said, you do have the wheel here. So it may just be a karmic thing, but the wheel always indicates good luck on your side. It indicates fortune. So I do feel like you have that going for you in your relationship. But there is a lot of tension here and things like that. So we've got that. And then we also have the Chariot, though. So the Chariot's about moving forward. Actually, let me go back really quickly. I think my camera just gave out. I hope you guys can still see me. My camera just might have given out, but I just want to make sure that I'm still here. So I'm just going to wait a second because my camera just did something weird. My feed is a little bit delayed compared to you guys. So I just want to make sure that nothing weird just happened. Okay. It looks like it worked out okay. All right, so moving on. Back to Five of Swords really quickly. So Five of Swords is about two people who are it's almost like conflict where basically people are trying to win at all costs. So I'm not sure if you guys had any arguments where like you both were trying to be right and like you both were trying to have like the upper hand and be right in the argument. But it's basically like a hollow win because no one really won. There wasn't like any resolve. There wasn't like any nothing came of it, right? So this person kind of seems like he's well, now it looks like my screen is frozen again. But you guys are saying that it's working, so I just want to make sure. Okay. Um, I forgot, lost my train of thought. But basically, this card signifies when really nobody wins an argument, when nobody really wins a fight. And it causes a lot of grief, it causes a lot of tension, it causes a lot of strife between the two people where both people are trying to have the last word or both are trying to be right and things like that. So that could be, if that resonates for you, I just want to explain that card a little bit more. And then the Chariot, though, it does indicate that things are moving forward, that things are going in a forward progressive direction in the relationship. So when you said, what is he thinking about the situation? I feel like there is some forward movement. What's so crazy is the Empress and fertility came up, and fertility in this deck is the Empress card. So he obviously very powerfully sees you as the Empress. And the Empress is very seductive, very beautiful, very gorgeous, very divine feminine. She's one of the moon. She's fertile, very feminine. She's abundant. She's growth. So she's creativity. She's flow. She's this, just like I said, this abundant, gorgeous, divine being. And this is how Caleb sees you. And it's so strong that it came up twice. So it's a very sensual, like just goddess, very goddess energy. So this is Caleb. Also sees you very nurturing, very compassionate, very loving person. And then we have here as advice cards here from the Whispers of Love Oracle. Slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. So whatever it is that's going on right now, just know that you guys just need to take a moment to breathe. Whatever it is, all relationships ebb and flow. All things happen. It happens, but just slow down, take a minute. Things will probably go back to normal. I really feel like with the Wheel of Fortune card And with the Chariot indicates victory. It indicates success, forward movement, travel. The Wheel of Fortune's good luck, fortune's on your side. There's no stagnant energy. The only negative here are these three cards, but I feel like almost like that's in the past. And then we have love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts, again in the past, and provides a sense of security and self-worth. So just keep that loving energy going on. Just understand that Caleb may need some time to step back and pause. You guys may need some time. If you guys aren't together, you need some time apart. It's okay. I really feel like this is promising energy here that came out. So I hope that helps. I'm really sorry my camera froze during your reading. All right, so next is Amanda C. Go ahead with your question. Hey, Mimi, thanks so much for hopping on. My list is closed. I'm finishing up after Kiki. I would totally stay on for a lot longer, but my boyfriend's getting off of work soon, and he is going to want his spot back so he can play video games, and I've actually got to make dinner for myself. So, but I get on it. I'm going to be getting on at least once a week, maybe even more often than that. Hopefully more often than that. That's my goal. So if you want to subscribe and hit the notification bell, it'll let you know every time I come on. And I'll always be doing free readings. So, of course, donations take priority. And my goal is to just keep, my YouTube exposure going and all of that. But if you wanted to hit the subscribe button, and I'll do a free reading for you next week. Oh, you're welcome, Rose. I'm so glad. Will Robert and I get another house together? Okay. Okay. These cards came flying out of the deck, so that's really awesome. Let's see here. You got some good cards today. far. Let's see. Amanda, do you do any manifesting or like meditation or anything like that? 'Cause I'm getting, or do you, or maybe you do it like and not realize you're doing it. Do you like think about a lot or like daydream what it would be like to get a house with him and like put a lot of emotion into it? Because I'm getting a lot of like manifestation energy here. Hi, Lavender Princess. Thanks for coming in. We're not doing any more, we're not adding any more people to the list, but if you want to just hang out with us, that's fun. I'm actually going to be back sometime next week. I'm going to try to come back more than once a week, but if you want to subscribe, I do free readings every week now. So, Amanda, we've got some good energy going. I feel like I did a reading for you last week. I can't remember, and I don't even know what it was, but we have Knight of Cups, which is all about, yeah, it's closed. I'm sorry, Lavender Princess. We have Knight of Cups, which is all about romance. It's about charm and knight in shining armor and just like all the good feels and that lovey-dovey just beautifulness. You have recently like jar spells. I'm like seeing a lot of like all of that here for you. We have the Lovers. So the Lovers could be like soulmate energy. Usually when I see Two of Cups, to me that feels like twin flame energy, but a lot of people see the Lovers as twin flame as well. So if you've been feeling like Robert is soulmate, twin flame, or just like basically deep soul, spiritual connection, I'm seeing that for you in this reading. This is about love connections, relationships, things like that. The Knight of Wands is someone who is very passionate, very creative. They go after what it is that they want. Well, we have a house together and it's up for sale. We had a bad separation. I feel like if you continue on, because that's where I was gonna go. If you continue on with this manifestation that you're doing, I feel like it's very promising because the Knight of Wands is someone who goes after what they want. They basically, when they put their mind to something, they don't stop until they get it. And this could very well be your energy. You said that Robert's in Aries, so this is fire energy here. This Knight of Wands. So this could be you, but this also could be him because it is fire energy. The Ten of Cups signifies happy families. This is, in the original tarot, this has to do with, it actually looks like a rainbow above them, like a rainbow of blessings, and it's a couple, and they have kids, and they just look so happy, and it signifies like family and union and everyone just being so happy, and feeling aligned and in harmony and happiness. And as you can see, little kids are just playing and the couple's just sitting here watching them, and it's just such a beautiful card. And the Magician is basically when you are creating, this is like you doing your spells, right? This is someone who is creating that reality that they want. So it's someone who, it's the Magician. So they're using that magic, they're using that manifestation, they're putting that good energy out there and trying to manifest and bring in what it is that they want to create and to manifest and to attract into this life. So I feel like if you continue to do that, concentrate on those things, I feel like it is something that you can bring about into your life. The Sun card is a yes card to me. Now, I'm not going to tell you this will happen, because when it comes to future predictions and questions about the future, it's important to keep in mind that the tarot only taps into the current energy surrounding your question. So when I ask the question, it only goes with the current trajectory of the situation to determine the outcome, meaning that you do have free will and he has free will, and you have the ability to change the outcome of what's going on, or things can change every day. So just know that the results that I'm providing right now will be determined, or is determined, using the current energy of the way things are going in your life right now. But the Sun card is a yes card, in my opinion. It's always a positive card, in my opinion. And so this feels very favorable. It feels like if you continue with manifesting this, if you continue with putting that good love and that good vibration out into the universe, that you can continue on manifesting what it is that you want. Keep raising your vibration. You can create that reality that it is that you want, because the Sun, not only is it a yes, but it's all about warmth. It's all about vitality. It's all about feeling successful, and it's a very, very, very positive card. And the Nine of Cups, again, it's another positive card. The Nine of Cups is feeling luxurious. It's about feeling sufficient and feeling fulfilled. It's like wish fulfillment. It's kind of like the star. It's wish fulfillment. It's about feeling comfort and happiness and satisfaction. As you can see, there's like a treasure chest, and they're just celebrating in that. And then the Page of Wands is someone who, again, more fire energy here with the wands, is someone who's just dancing to the beat of their own drum and doing what it is that they want to do, having new perspective. So if something has altered in your life and you feel like you are changing your mindset and changing the way that you think and trying to have a new perspective and trying to have a new way that you view things, I feel like that's working towards your benefit. Thanks, Lavender Princess. Our breakup was a misunderstanding. He kept lying, so I keep misunderstanding. He said he didn't cheat, but that's what the pictures look like. So I kept asking questions and annoying him. I don't think he was intending for us to break up. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is that there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love. The issue is that relationships require trust too. And I feel like almost like this is what he wants to be for you, and this is what you want the relationship to be. And this is what you are truly in your highest self, honestly. But I feel like when there isn't trust, it's so hard. And so that makes it a little bit complicated. But at the same time, you do have to trust your intuition on things. But I understand, needing to get out of your own head too. So you do have to kind of trust yourself as well. And know you have to also make an agreement with yourself that if you do let him back in and you guys agree, let's get back together, that you have to make an agreement with yourself as well. Hey, we're going to make this work. We're going to have that new perspective. And I just have to let this go. Because it's not fair to him either if you choose to forgive and move forward. You know what I mean? So it makes it difficult, and I totally get that. And I would love to do another reading for you to look further into that specifically. But as far as like the house and the energy surrounding the house and things like that, it definitely feels like what it is you're trying to manifest is very favorable. So I hope that answered your question. Oh, hey, Cheryl. I don't know if you heard me, girl, but the list is closed. So after Kiki, I wasn't adding anyone else. I'm sorry, Lavender. But I do appreciate you liking and subscribing. I think that was an accident. Harmony, you're next. You guys are so on it with your questions. You're like ready to go with the questions. Like I don't even have to ask you. That is so awesome. Thank you so much. Will Kay and I get married eventually? We're both Scorpios. Okay. So Harmony, you heard what I said to Amanda about future predictions, right? Like about it only surrounding the current energy of how things are going. And why I say that is because, so for example, if you're living your life and you're doing your things day to day, and I say you want to know when you're going to get married, I can make a prediction and say 3 years because of the way that your current trajectory of your life has been going, and the daily habits that you've had. It would make sense that in 3 years you would get married, according to the tarot. However, you do have free will, so tomorrow you could go to Vegas and get married to some rando on the street. So your free will would override that prediction, if that makes sense. So I can only do a reading for you for a future prediction that would go off of the current energy and the way things are currently going in your life. But I will definitely ask that question for you. But I just wanted to throw that disclaimer out there that it's only going with how things are going right now. Thanks, Lavender Princess, for understanding. I'm really sorry. Amanda, you said thank you. It does. We're slowly getting back to normal and haven't brought up anything related to our argument anymore. Oh, you're welcome. Amanda, I do personal readings. Yes. So if you want to email me, it's lunaaffinity@yahoo.com, but it's also in my About Me section on YouTube if that was too fast for you to write that down. So you can email me if you want a personal reading, and I can let you know how much everything costs. Thanks, Harmony. Yeah, private reading. Yeah. Okay, perfect. All right, Harmony, let's get started on yours. So, will Kay and I get married eventually? Both Scorpios. Ooh, 2 Scorpios. All right. Yeah, the tarot is like a guidance. Exactly. And like anyone can honestly read tarot. So, it just helps deepen, like if you feel like you're naturally psychic, whether it's clairsentient, clairvoyant, clairaudient, claircognizant, clairgustinant, clairsalient, like whatever your strength is, you can use tarot or like a divination tool to help strengthen it, and deepen your intuition. And so if you're drawn to it too, you can just read for yourself. I just think that it's really awesome that we have this tool to help get that guidance from our spirit guides. All right, so Harmony and Kay. Will Harmony and Kay get married? will Harmony and Kay get married? Oh, right. Harmony. So we have the Two of Cups, which to me always signifies twin flame connections. They also have the Four of Wands, which to me 1111 signifies twin flame as well, which is also wish fulfillment. So to me, I feel very strongly because you have these two cards that you and Kay are twin flame. If you don't know what that is, definitely Google it. But basically, it's somebody who is basically you. So what happens is before we come into human form, we make an agreement to, it's like one soul that divides in half. And we make an agreement at some point in our last lives here on earth that we are going to come back together in human form. And so basically K is basically you in another human being. And so when you guys met, you may have had feelings of where that you felt very familiar to each other. Maybe their voice you recognized immediately, maybe their eyes, or maybe when you connected, they felt like they were like an old friend to you, or that you knew them like when you were younger. Just something about them was very familiar. And it's not that you knew them as a person, but like your soul recognized them. So if any of that makes sense to you, that's very much like a twin flame connection. And I know this because I'm currently with my twin flame. And it's usually one person's pushing away or pulling away, and one person is very sure about this relationship. Usually you see 1111 every day. Yeah, it's in me too. And actually, my boyfriend and I, we got together on 11/1/15. So our um anniversary is 11115. So it's actually our anniversary is 111115. So that's pretty significant as well. And so when you see these things, pay attention to these synchronicities and also pay attention to, yeah, exactly. So because you have these two cards, to me personally, I feel like um, if this person felt very familiar to you, if you feel like in your relationship, maybe one person felt like they were very sure about this relationship and the other person wasn't so sure. There's like a lot of traits too. Just Google twin flame if you're not sure about it, but it's feeling that way to me. As far as marriage, I feel like it feels very hopeful. It feels very favorable. And I feel like I want to lean more towards yes because we have expansive here. We have Three of Wands, which is someone who is looking forward, someone who is looking to expand in the relationship. It's someone who is looking to forward movement, discovery, future planning. And you can see here, she's got her surfboard. She hasn't quite gone into the water yet, but she is planning to make her way into the water. Um, it's preparation, it's foresight, and expansion here. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So as far as Temperance and Queen of Pentacles go, I do feel like it's going to happen for you, but if it's going to happen, it's going to, like you said, eventually. I feel like you said that specifically for a reason, and it definitely is resonating here. It's the slowest moving suit, the Pentacles here, and Temperance is saying have patience. I do feel like it's going to happen. It's just not going to happen right away. I'm sure about marriage and he's afraid or something. Yeah, like it's weird. Twin flame relationships are so weird. Like I've been with my boyfriend, not to keep bringing this back to me, but for whatever reason, spirits just like keep explaining your situation. We're coming up on 5 years, no engagement. And that's pretty normal, I think, for twin flame relationships. Just one person feels a lot more certain than the other person does. Yes. Yeah. And that sometimes happens too. Like at the beginning, one's certain, and then towards the middle, the other person's more certain, and then the other one, like it kind of flips back and forth. And yeah, exactly. The Four of Wands is the marriage card. Yep, the Four of Wands is marriage. Um, it can signify family as well, celebration, home, community, that kind of thing. So we have that as well. But I do feel like it's going to be slow moving. I'm not sure how long you guys have been together, but I do think it's going to be something that's going to require some patience here with the Temperance card. Um, I feel like that's really all I'm getting for the Temperance card. The Temperance card means other things. It can mean like balance, purpose, being calm about a situation. But I feel like what it's, especially since they came up just after the Pentacles, I feel like it's just like confirming, yeah, this is just going to be a little bit, it's going to take a little bit of time. We do have the Ace of Pentacles, which makes me feel also surrounding the question an offer, which to me, because it's an offer inside the hand, kind of feels like a proposal situation. So, and also like the ring in her hand with the tambourine. All of this is kind of, I'm just getting like these intuitive hits here. It does feel like it's going to happen. I just feel like it's going to be slow moving. And then this also feels, with the hands intertwined, it does feel very much marriage like. Also, the Three of Cups signifies celebration as well. Celebration and community, and like, so we got a lot of community, celebration, a lot of things coming together. Now, Three of Cups, of course, in like other deceiving ways, it could indicate like a third party or whatever, but I feel like if you feel deep down that you guys are rock solid, then I wouldn't worry about this too much. Because when I saw this, initially I thought this card wasn't for you. I was like, I need to put this back in the deck because intuitively it didn't feel right. But then I was like, no, I need to grab it because I know this card is also about celebration. And I felt like this was a confirmation that, again, celebration is about marriage as well. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And then Judgment. We do have Judgment here. This was one card that felt like almost like if there's any hurdles, and yeah, balance. If you feel like there's any balance that you guys need. Judgment, if there's anything that you feel like that you guys feel guilty or ashamed about or anything like that of the past that you need to absolve yourself of to be able to move forward into that next phase of your life. If there's like any past resentments, past grudges, any arguments that you guys might have occasionally that you feel like you're just tired of having that same talk over and over and over again, this is kind of saying absolve yourself of that, to be able to move forward into that marriage, into that future life, because judgment is all about absolving yourself of things from the past. If you guys don't have those issues, then it's individual stuff that you guys need to work on, either you or him or both of you. But there's something going on here where you guys need to absolve yourself, maybe do some shadow work, some introspection, some things that you guys need to just forgive yourself about from the past and just let go so that way you guys can have that rebirth, and and move forward into that next phase. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Harmony. Yeah, the celebration with the 4 wands. So cute. Happily ever after. Happily ever after, go ahead with that question. Harmony, I hope that helped you. Yeah, it's possible that you both need it. When that card came out, I was like, I wasn't really sure. I wasn't feeling like specifically who it went towards. And sometimes when that happens, it can mean just both of you. A lot of times I get a pull towards someone specific. So it's possible it is both of you. So, Cheryl, my moderator, we're supposed to do happily ever after. And then Guerra means war, Benita, Queen Bean, and Kiki. So, Gemini baby, I'm really sorry. Lavender, I'm sorry. I'm not sure how those two got on the list because I said that the list was closed after Kiki. Yeah, so sorry, guys. She does look like she's praying in that picture. Yeah, I do agree with that. I'm so glad that it helped you. You're welcome. I hope you come back. Are you subscribed, Harmony? Happily ever after, if you can post your question. Christy, go ahead and post your question too. Because if Happily isn't here, then I'll just take your question. Thank you. Also, for those of you who are watching, still, I have a Instagram and a Facebook. My Facebook has some reviews for my private readings that I've done, and my Luna Affinity has my Luna Affinity Instagram. Actually, I do like pick a card readings on there. I'll probably do some pick a card like actual YouTube videos at some point. But I actually do just like the picture ones on Instagram, which are just general readings. So those are kind of fun. And I actually also do like other things on those two pages as well. So if you guys wanted to follow me there, that would be pretty cool. But I should be back every week to do these readings. I definitely want to get more exposure. So I really do appreciate you guys subscribing and all the donations and everything like that. Thanks, Harmony. I would love to see you again. All right, Christy. A man has been showing up in my dreams for the past 2 to 3 years with brown curly hair and a beard. I don't even know if he exists or not. I'd like to know who he is and why he is appearing. Wow. Okay, so Christy, I have something really crazy to tell you. I'm going to do the tarot reading for you, but I feel like something happened today, and I feel like it happened to me today for your specific question. I was actually watching a YouTube video about lucid dreaming, and they were talking about how you can lucid dream to specifically ask things in your dream why they're there. So, for example, if you figure out how to lucid dream, like you basically don't, you make sure that your day is not like monotonous. You make sure that your day is, if you take a shower a certain way, you do it different all the time. If you don't like basically go through the motions, and you're not very like mundane throughout your day. And you also ask yourself, thanks, Cheryl. You also ask yourself a couple times throughout the day, am I dreaming? And you get in the habit of asking yourself if you're dreaming, so that way when you're actually dreaming, your body will consciously remember to ask yourself that question. And then you pay attention to what you're wearing throughout the day, or you pay attention to your hands or something like that. So that way when you're in your dream, you'll pay attention to what you're wearing in your dream. And that way you can start to lucid dream. You can also do a dream journal and pay attention to your dreams. And basically, there's just different techniques and things that you can do. And eventually, you will be able to be awake in your dreams and do anything you want in your dreams. And the great thing about this is that you can actually ask these things that are usually metaphorical, like, why am I being chased by a wolf? You can ask your wolf in your dream, why are you chasing me? And they'll respond, because usually things in your dreams are metaphorical. So you can actually ask your deeply embedded subconscious questions why these things are happening to you, and you can ask them directly and really start to understand yourself a little bit better. So the crazy thing about lucid dreaming is you could literally ask this man why he's there. Yes, ask him. Ask him why he's there. But now let's do your tarot reading so we can figure out if we're right, okay? That's so cool that you actually do it on your own. I'm to the point where I can realize that I've realized that I'm dreaming in my dreams, but I've never actually done anything with it before. But I've never been able to actually lucid dream and all that. Yeah, definitely. I keep a dream journal by my bed. I've been trying to really make sure that I do that. All right, so let's figure out who this. So you're having reoccurring dreams. A man with brown curly hair and a beard. Okay. Who is this man with brown curly hair, beard, and Christie's dream? Whoa. I just got the craziest message. I'm wondering if this is like past life, Christy. Wow, it's past life. It's past something in the past life. I feel it. Maybe you were married to him. Something heartbroken. That's so, yeah, you might be onto something with that daydreaming. Oh, that's 2 cards. Hold on. Brown curly hair and beard. Keep having 2 cards trying to fly out. You know, you have karmic partners that will come in and out of your lives. You know that, right? So you could meet this guy again. This could be somebody that you had in a past life who you're supposed to meet again in this life. And it could be, you know, not everybody knows everything about soulmates, about karmic partners, about twin flames, that kind of thing. They say that twin flames you meet in your last life again, but you could meet in and out of your life. It could be woven in and out of your timeline. So it's possible this person is someone that's meant to come back into this life, and it's almost maybe he's like searching for you. He's looking for you, and he's like in your dreams and trying to find you and figure out where you are. Maybe you're in his dreams too. Hopefully he's good looking. Yeah, I think he's looking for you. This kind of makes me feel like he's looking for you, like he's on the hunt, looking for you. And when you have the world and you're like looking out of a window, I feel like he's trying to figure out where you are on the globe. So we have 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords is about heartbreak. It's about heartache. It's about feeling lost in separation and grief as well. So maybe this is what happened to you guys in a past, I don't know, I'm just feeling a lot of past life stuff here. I don't know why I'm feeling past life. And I think it's because I got that message just come through out of nowhere. Like it just came out of nowhere. I'll be 24 soon. I've never been in a relationship before. I'm just sitting here waiting while keeping it moving. I know that's ironic. He is. He is what? What are you thinking? Because my stream is a little bit delayed compared to yours, so I'm not sure what you're referencing. I wonder if he exists as we speak and he's not just some ghost. Yeah, I feel like he may be an agreement from the past that is trying to find you now in the future, if that makes sense. Um, and I feel like the separation of your guys' souls is hurting. It's causing like a lot of pain. It's possible too that the separation in the past life caused pain as well, and heartache in the past, because you have death and rebirth. So remember when I said past life and then death and rebirth came out? You remember I said past life and then this card came out? So I feel like this was confirmation when I said past life. Death and rebirth, death and rebirth, death and rebirth, death and rebirth, over and over and over. That's past and relife, or past life, over and over and over. So, and death and rebirth too is also about transformations, and being able to move forward. And so I feel like that's kind of just confirming what I said there about change and transitioning. And this is also about endings and beginnings. Like I said, death and rebirth. There's just something there about like past life. We have Four of Wands, which just symbolizes marriage. It symbolizes harmony. It symbolizes alignment and family. Family in a way of coming together as a couple and starting that family together. So, and then also we have Two of Cups, which again signifies to me twin flame. There is something significant between you two. There is a very strong, I'm like almost like I want to cry. Like, whew, there is something very, very strong about your guys' connection. There's a soul connection here. It's a deep, deep love. It's a deep bond, almost that you guys aren't even aware about. It's like you've been married before and the separation is painful on a soul level, and it's like that's why you guys dream about each other. And this causes conflict for you guys. This may have even been conflict in the past coming up just under the Three of Swords. When you guys are separated, it causes so much pain, and this causes a lot of conflict for you guys. We also have the World, too, which has to do with travel. It has to do with maybe him trying to come and find you, figure out where you are. Your souls understand and recognize the absence of one another. And so you're trying to find your way back together. And the World also has to do with cycles as well. So again, that coming up underneath the death and rebirth in cycles is really significant too. So it has to do with death and rebirth, endings and beginnings, transitions and transformations, cycles, karmic relationships, twin flames, past lovers, heartbreak and separation, the conflict that comes with that, trying to find each other, traveling to get there. With the Knight of Swords, this is somebody who's in a hurry and someone who's very hasty to try to find someone. So I feel like even though you in your physical 3D form are not really in a hurry to find this person, I feel like your soul is, and I feel like his soul is. And in addition to that, that may be why I don't know why exactly, but it may be why you haven't been in a relationship before, because maybe you haven't desired anyone besides this specific person. And the Two of Wands here is usually about trying to make a decision about something, but for me, when I'm reading this card, it's almost like the globe there makes me feel like it's like, where is my soulmate? I feel the absence of this person so strongly. Where are they? So I feel very strongly to me that this person is of significance to you, that there is someone, whoever this person is, that you have known before, even if that was fifth dimension, even if that wasn't in a physical form in a past life, although I do feel like it's past life, I will say that. But if it's not past life specifically, you have known them before in another form, in a spiritual form, and you came into your human form knowing that you would come back together here in the 3D world. So, in the 3D reality. And that's why I feel like you guys are dreaming of each other. It's a very, very strong connection between the two of you. And I feel like if you lucid dream, you need to ask him, why are you here? So I hope that answered your question. And please, Christy, like, if there's anybody that I'd ask to come back and tell me, what did you find out? I need you to come back and tell me, what did you find out? Because this one's so interesting to me. Yeah, and that's exactly right. No one's been a proper fit. Don't really want to settle for anything less. And I feel like you know that. That's why I said I feel like you know that already. You've known what true love is. You've felt that before, and that's a good thing though, you know? I think it's amazing that you already know that you don't want to settle. That's so beautiful. And I feel like not a lot of people really get to experience that. They have to go through the pain and the heartache. But you know, you've been through the pain and the heartache. It's just you haven't been through that in this life. Thanks, Cheryl. Gora means war. If you can post your question, please. All right, so yeah, see if you can hit him up tonight. All right. Thank you, Christy. I really appreciate it. All right, Liz. Question. Does Greg have romantic feelings towards me? I'm trying to figure out what his intentions are. Aquarius. He's Cancer. Christy, your question was so cool. Okay, so Greg, let's see. What are Greg's intentions and feelings towards Liz? Greg's intentions and feelings towards Liz. Got a lot of Four of Wands coming out here. Yes, so much love in this chat. Love it. You're welcome, Liz. You're welcome, Christy. Sleep tight. Hope to see you back here in the future. Hey, Cheryl. Our list is closed after Kiki Girl. I don't know if you're hearing me or not, but you keep adding people. But thank you for having people post their question a little bit ahead of time to keep it moving. I appreciate that. Okay, so for you, Liz, we have the King of Cups, which I want to say, did you tell me what his signs and your signs are? Oh, Aquarius, and he's Cancer. Okay, so you both are water signs. So this could be both of you or one of you. King of Cups is someone who is very nurturing, very emotionally intelligent, very able to express emotions and receive. Like, so if someone's having a conversation with someone about how they feel about something, they're very empathetic and they can absorb that and reciprocate it very well. They're not closed off at all, and they're able to express their emotions and be vulnerable themselves. They're very nurturing, they're very loving, they're very just wear their emotions on their sleeves kind of people. They're very intuitive people as well. They're just very compassionate, and they're just um, very, and they're also emotionally controlled as well as generous people as well. Um, so that could be both of your energies. So when it says, what are his intentions and feelings towards you, this could be how he sees you. Or this could be the type of person that he wants to be when it comes to you. Or this could be just the energy surrounding the question. The Four of Wands is about, this Four of Wands has been coming around a lot. And tonight I feel like it's about wish fulfillment, because when I see the Four of Wands, I see 1111. And I see it as wish fulfillment. So I feel like if you're wanting this to progress and you're wanting this to move forward, just continue on manifesting that and putting that good love energy out there. The Four of Wands is not necessarily about marriage, but it can be. So since you guys may not be together since you started, you're not sure what his intentions are towards you. How I see it is, this could be the next step in your relationship moving forward. So if you're in a relationship, it could mean moving in together. If you are already living together, it could mean marriage. If you are already married, it could mean expanding your family. It basically, to me, signifies the next step in the relationship moving forward. We do have the Ace of Cups, which signifies an offer of love. It's a new love. It's a new emotion being exchanged. It's an offer from the universe as well, for this new love. And we also have romance. So we have the Knight of Cups. We have this, again, more vulnerability, wear your heart on your sleeve kind of energy. The candles, the candlelit dinners, and let's take you out for a movie, and I'm going to get you flowers, and we're just going to have such a romantic time, like that kind of just, that when you think of just the epitome of like knight in shining armor energy, like that's what we have here. So I feel like this is definitely good energy to have when it comes to Greg. Now, the thing is I feel like, and this is probably where your head is at, is why is he not telling me these things? Why is he, because he's not being very true to himself. I feel like, I don't know why. He may be scared. He may just be nervous about it. But the Seven of Cups is about someone who's not being true to themselves, someone who's being, he may be deceiving himself. The Seven of Swords is someone who's being a little bit deceiving. So he could be deceiving his own feelings for you. He could be saying that his feelings aren't as strong as they actually are. Or he could just be like too scared to be his true self and show his true feelings about the situation. The Seven of Swords is usually somebody who just isn't being their true, authentic self. So that may be why you're a little bit confused about his intentions and about his feelings. And not only that, but we have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Pentacles is the slowest moving suit that there is. So even though the Swords is pretty quick and the Pentacles is pretty slow, I feel like he may be moving a little bit slower than maybe what you want. So I think that's why the Queen of Pentacles came out. But the Pentacles is a very stable energy. So I do feel like, when he does come forward, when it does happen, because I do feel like we are moving forward here, like here's more Page of Pentacle energy. This is another offer from the universe. I do feel like it's going to be a very stable situation. But the messages here is surrender to the divine. This is a very divine timing situation. So it's just saying trust in the universe, trust in divine, trust in your spirit guides, your angels, your God, whatever it is that you believe in, to support this relationship, that it has its divine timing, and you just have to trust that when it happens, it's going to be for the best. It says conclusions are within reach. So even though you can't see the entire moon, even though it's not fully in focus here, I know that there's some things kind of hidden. I know that you don't know everything. You can't see the full picture. I do feel like things are starting to move forward. Things are starting to progress. I do feel like the conclusions and the things that you want to know and the feelings that you want to hear from Greg, the things that you want from him to express, I feel like they are coming your way. It's just going to take some time, and you need to have a little bit of faith here. It says trust your faith in the situation and focus on love. So that's your message, and I hope that that helped. He talks to everyone around you, but when you're around, he barely says 2 words. When you approach him, he opens up more. Yeah, I think he's just a little shy, honestly, because the Seven of Swords, it can be a deceiving energy, but with everything else around the cards, all the things that we have going here, it just almost feels like he's just a little nervous. Like he's just a little scared to open up or be like his true self. Um, just keep having the faith. And you can even approach him, like you said, what you've been doing. I just feel like he clams up almost as soon as he opens up. Yeah, there's some Seven of Swords energy here. That's pretty funny. And like I said, there's the Pentacles here. It's a slow moving energy, so you just have to have faith, divine timing. Understand that like he's just going to be a little bit slower moving than you, but I definitely feel like the feelings are there. There's interest for sure. I'm glad you liked the message. I just saw that you said it's a beautiful message. All right, so then we have Benita, and I think she posted her question already, so let me just scroll up here. May I know what Christopher wants to say to me? I'm a Gemini. What Christopher wants to say to you. Is Christopher, Benita, is Christopher the Capricorn? Is Christopher a love interest? Do you know, because when you say, what does he want to say to you, do you know that he has something to say? Because I feel like that question's a little bit closed. A little bit closed. Can you just give me a little bit more information on what's going on there? Liz, I'm so glad it's resonating. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, Benita, what's going on with you and Christopher? Are you guys in communication and you just want to know, like, what he's going to say to you? I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. You're welcome, Liz. A love interest. Okay. So are you guys in communication or not? He's been closed off and communication has been off, but he holds back. Okay, got it. Okay. So that'll be interesting if the Seven of Swords comes out for you too, Benita. I'll be interested to see that. There's also in this deck the Strength card where she's wearing a mask, and sometimes that kind of makes me feel like kind of two-faced, not like, but kind of like guarded, like, or like the Nine of Wands. I wonder if any of those cards are going to come up. That's okay, Benita. I kind of have an understanding. So you kind of just want to know where his head is at. Is that right? With Christopher, you just want to know what's going on. Got it. What did I say? Nine of Wands. What did I say? All right, and we got the Seven of Arrows, which is like the Seven of Swords, which is another one that I said might come out. So that's kind of interesting. All right, so Benita, you're a Gemini and he's a Capricorn. Okay, so let's see here. We have the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups signifies celebration, but it also can signify community. So the message I was getting here is I feel like he's taking a lot of time to hang out with his friends right now. Now, the Three of Cups could also signify third party. So it could signify third party involvement in your relationship. That doesn't necessarily mean another love interest, but that could mean somebody else involved in your relationship that's interfering, like a friend of Christopher. I believe you said his name was Christopher. I'm sorry. Or it could be a family member, or it could be just somebody else that's having influence on your relationship right now. So it's a possibility that that's what the Three of Cups is in this reading. Now, for me, the strongest pull was he's just trying to kind of like take some time for himself and maybe hang out with some friends. So that's kind of what I'm getting with the Three of Cups. Remember I said the Nine of Swords is going to come out, or the Nine of Wands, I'm sorry. The Nine of Wands is about someone who's really guarded. Like you said, he is not really like showing how he really feels. Like he's wearing a mask. So this is someone who is kind of has his walls up. It's possible due to being hurt in the past, due to going through a lot in life, or like maybe in the past he's been hurt, and so he just kind of has that guard up naturally. So the Nine of Wands signifies that. But when it comes to where his head is at, when it comes to you, we do have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is about good luck, good fortune. But this is also about like cycles. And again, and also I think you have the World in here. You have like kind of a similar cards to Christy. There's a couple cards in here that you have similar to her. So I think there's some karmic things that either you or he needs to learn when it comes to this relationship. And I think mostly Christopher. I think there's some things that he is going through right now, some deep emotional, maybe even like an awakening of some sort, some things that he's going through right now that he's trying to figure out. And I think that's probably why he's been a little bit distant from you. But the Wheel of Fortune signifies positivity. It's definitely luck on your side when it comes to Christopher and his feelings towards you. The the world is about success. So I definitely feel very positive about this. I don't feel like his feelings are completely shut off. He doesn't have like, he definitely still holds a torch for you, if that makes sense. I don't feel like he hasn't given up on that. But I feel like there's a lot of like internal things going on right now. The Hermit is about somebody who is looking internally right now, who's having a lot of time to themselves, isolating, and they're doing a lot of self-reflection and just trying to do some soul searching, really, just trying to be alone and figure out their inner guidance and see what is it that they need to do to move forward. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse, and this is about delays. So when it comes to your relationships, you may feel like your relationship is a little bit stagnant or it's not moving forward. That maybe someone's holding back or holding off, which in this case I believe is Christopher. So that's what the Eight of Wands signifies. But he's feeling very restricted. He's feeling, the Eight of Swords is someone who is self-imposing their restrictions. So as you can see with the Eight of Swords, they're bonded here, but they're really not, because they're looking at themselves in their reflection, and it's all mental. It's all in their mind. They're not really restricted. They're not really bonded, but they're having a lot of inner turmoil and things going on and a lot of conflict inside. So he's going through something right now. And that's causing him to isolate himself. It's causing him to put a guard up and put a wall up. And it's also causing him to not be showing you his true feelings and being his true authentic self here with the Seven of Arrows, which is also like the Seven of Wands. We also have the Six of Coins, which to me goes along with the Justice very well here. He's trying to find a balance within his life right now. He said, he ghosted me back in February. I was being supportive to him for his career. He's quite prideful. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But he's trying to find that balance. He's trying to find his way back to that balance in his life. He doesn't want to be that way. He doesn't want to lean so much towards ego. He's trying to find that balance back towards spirit, back towards intuition. He's trying to not be so much in that prideful ego state of mind. So the Justice card is about having that balance. And the Six of Coins is about that balance as well. The Six of Coins is about being generous. It's like the Six of Pentacles. So it's about the give and take, the push and pull, the accepting and receiving, of being generous and being charitable, but also allowing yourself to receive. So I think that he's having a hard time receiving that support, and he's trying to find that balance, and he's trying to find his way back to that right now. So I think, like you said, because of his pride, it's very hard for him to allow himself to receive. Like the Six of Pentacles, he's probably so used to just like doing everything on his own. That's very hard. And the Six of Pentacles is very much someone who gives and gives and gives and is very comfortable in that, but they're not allowing themselves to also receive. So he's trying to find his balance and his way back to that. When it comes to your relationship with him and his feelings towards you, we do have faith. Trust your faith in the situation. We have the Union of Hearts, a love connection defies explanation. So you do have a love connection that defies explanation, which I do see here with the Wheel of Fortune and the World. I do feel like there's a very strong connection here. And then we have prosperity lies ahead with the new moon in Taurus. So that's a very promising card. It just says that some adjustments are needed. So it's kind of like he's balancing the scales here. He's making that adjustment here. He's trying to create that balance in his life by doing that introspective work so he can knock down these barriers. So he can knock down that bondage here. So that way he can find his way back to having some normalcy I think he's just struggling a little bit right now. So I hope all of that makes sense. But that's what I see for you, Benita. All right, Queen Bean, did you post your question already? Will I meet my life partner in June? Okay. So, were you here when I was talking about future predictions, Queen Bean? Basically, when it comes to future predictions, I read them, and I typically give you like favorable and unfavorable, or likely or unlikely answers. And I want to let you know that when it comes to future predictions, that the tarot answers things that have to do with the trajectory of how your life is currently going. So as long as you continue on the path that you've been going, this is the probable outcome for you. Now, you always have free will, so you have a way of controlling and overriding what it is that the tarot says. But this is going to give you the likely or probable outcome of if you would, of what that result would be for that question. So I just wanted to let you know that's how tarot works when it comes to future predictions. You're welcome, Benita. All right, Queen Bean, so you want to know if you're going to meet your life partner this month? Hey, hun, I have 2 readings and then I'll be done. I closed the list like a long time ago, but it's just taking a little longer. All right, Queen Bean. I have like 3 or 4 cards jumping out at a time. I'm trying to get like just one. There we go. There we go. So far, I think no. Queen Bean. I think right now is the time for you to be working on yourself. Not to say that it's not going to happen in the near future, but for June, I think it's a time for introspection. So what I mean by that is, I don't know if you've been doing a lot of self-care and a lot of work on yourself lately, and really just like figuring out what it is that you want out of a partner, what it is that you want in a relationship. And not only that, but working on yourself too, and growing your confidence and just giving yourself that self-love so that way you can be the person, like a whole person, and you can raise your vibration so that way when the person, your life partner, does come into your life, that you guys are whole people coming together. And the Empress is someone who is divine feminine. They are sensual. They are, hold on, some cards are coming out here. They are beautiful. They are womanly and feminine, and they are fertile and luscious, and they're just these beautiful goddesses. And it's almost like it's what it's saying here is to continue to work on yourself to be your highest self. And we have here the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is someone who's extremely passionate and creative. I'm not sure what your sign is, but the Knight of Wands is a fire sign. So that's Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You don't have to be that, but that's what that sign is. It's someone who's extremely passionate, extremely creative. Someone who follows their dreams and doesn't second guess it. Someone who, if they want to start a passion project, or they have an idea about something, or they want to manifest something into their life, they just go for it. And so I feel like this month is just about really working on yourself and really trying to be the best version of yourself possible. We also have the Magician. The Magician is someone who manifests. So I think that also you need to think about what does life partner mean to you? Who is that person? Is that person someone who's nurturing? Is that person someone who's physically affectionate or verbally? What is their love language? What does that person look like? What kind of partner is that person to you? And write these qualities down, like all the qualities that you could want in a partner, and say that that's the kind of person that you want to manifest into your life, because this is the time to do that. And as you're raising your vibration, you are not only making yourself the best self and the best version possible, but you are attracting that partner. Because if you don't create the best version of yourself, but you're wanting to manifest this amazing partner into your life, but you're not the best version of yourself, then you're not going to be able to attract that person into your life. So you just have to keep working on yourself, give yourself that self-love, and just keep that faith and keep manifesting that person into your life. The Three of Cups is about celebration, about spending time within your community, with your friends. You might meet this person within your community, or through your friends. So that may be why that card came out. Oh, Aries rising. Okay, so that may be that. The Aries rising is a fire sign. I think that's probably why you mentioned it. Okay. And then here we go. The Ace of Cups. We have an offer of love right next to the Three of Cups. So get out with your friends. I think it's definitely going to make you more attractive to continue to work on yourself. It'll make you more appealing, more magnetic. The more you focus on yourself, and the more sociable you are, and the more in your element that you are, the more attractive you'll be. The Ace of Cups is a new offer of love. So you are, and it's a new offer of emotions. It's like overflowing emotions and overwhelming emotions. So it's basically this new offer. It's that new life partner that you're talking about coming into your life. So like I said, in the beginning. I don't think it's going to happen this month, but I definitely feel like it's not too far away. Try to see if I can get 1 or 2 more cards out here for you. All right, definitely not too far away. We have the Fool. The Fool is about new beginnings. The Fool is about being a free spirit. The Fool is about, sorry, I was drawing a blank. Innocence and spontaneity, and it's about, like I said, new beginnings. And so being against the Ace of Cups here, I do feel like this is just confirmation that this is the sign that you're going to have a new love, a new partner coming into your life. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So that means that luck is on your side. That means that you have fortune. That means that cycles are coming to an end and new cycles are beginning. So, again, maybe not June, probably not June, but definitely soon. It could possibly even be before the end of the year. But the message is very clear here that you need to keep working on yourself, keep raising your vibration, keep manifesting. Woo. Oh, here we go. Have patience. That's a message from Spirit. And let's see if there's anything else that you need to know. So I can manifest in June if I stop worrying about it and focusing on me. That's the thing. When it comes to manifesting, someone gave me this analogy one time, and I think it's really going to help you. So when you manifest, basically you have to think of the universe as your, okay, so when you manifest, okay, here we go. Love who you are. That's another one. You are divine. You are divine. Delightful and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer, and have patience. So when you manifest, you have to think of yourself as you're going to a restaurant and you're putting your order in. You're sitting down at your table and your order is what you're trying to manifest. And you tell your server, the universe, what you want. Okay? So you're like, this is what I want, universe. And the universe is like, okay. And they go and put your order in. And you stay chatting with your friends, living your life, doing your thing, and eating your chips and salsa or your bread or whatever. And you're not asking your server every 5 seconds, hey, when's my food coming? Hey, when's my food coming? Hey, when's my food coming? You know what I mean? And you're not like annoying that server and like frustrating them. They're like, oh my God, I put their order in. Like, it's going to take some time. Like, you know, so you have to trust that once you put your order into that server, that your food, your manifestation is coming to you. Because normally when you put your food in at a restaurant, you trust that your food is coming. You don't ask your server over and over and over again, is my food coming? You just trust that it's going to. The more that you question it, the more that you think about it over and over and over again, the more that you push that manifestation away because you're thinking about how you don't have it. So I hope that that helps. Just put your order in. Put your thoughts out into the universe. Ask for it. Write it down on a piece of paper. Put it in a box or whatever. And trust that once you put it out there, that it's going to come to you. You just don't want to think about it. Like you said, you don't want to worry about it and focus on it constantly. But that's what I have for you as far as your reading, okay? Yeah, well, that's the other thing too, Queen Bean. You have to know that that everything is an abundant resource. Energy is unlimited. So money is energy and money is abundant resource. So you have to have that mindset of abundance. You have to know that whatever it is that you want is out there for you. So you have to keep that mindset. You have to trust. If it's more money you want, think I'm a money magnet. If it's love that you want, know that your person is out there. There's someone for everyone. There's enough money out there for everyone. Not everybody wants the same thing at the same time. So everything is abundant. And so you just have to keep that in mind and try not to focus so much, because when you attract what you think about. And if you constantly are incessantly thinking about what it is that you don't have, that's all you're going to attract is what you don't have. So you just want to trust. And if you're going to constantly worry and think about things that are positive, if that helps. So I hope that helps. But I do feel like it's coming for you. I do. I just feel like this month is really just focusing on yourself, raising your vibration. And I really do think that if this doesn't resonate too much now, like once you find your life partner, you could come back to this and you can watch this again and you're going to be like, dang it, Luna was right. I know it. All right, so I have Kiki, and that's my last one for the night, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Kiki, if you can post your question. You're welcome, Queen Bean. Hey, Brennan, are you going to make dinner? Thanks, Cheryl. She might not still be here. She's been waiting for a while. I think I did a reading for her last week, but I don't know for sure. You're welcome, Queen Bean. I hope you have a good night. You said you're 39, never been in a relationship. Yeah, I can imagine. Well, like I said, I do see it happening soon for you. Just keep your spirits up, keep your vibes up, I know that it's not easy. It's easier said than done. We're at 2:58. So in about a minute and a half, once I hit 3 hours, if Kiki doesn't post her question, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream.